Yeah. From Kentucky to the world, it's the season of the scale. Creole butterfly, spread them wings, girl. Yeah. Born to shine, Libra balance in her soul. Creole roots deep, got that heart of gold. Butterfly in motion, grace when she fly. Every room she step in, the stars multiply. Dr.Creole, wisdom with the style. That Kentucky vibe, make the world smile. Energy, crown sitting high. Royal Libra season, can't nobody deny. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Smooth with the talk, yeah, she calm the storm. Butterfly wings, transformation form. She lifting up hearts with the words she say. A Libra queen guiding us all the way. Hey, Kentucky pride, rhythm in her veins. Creole fire running through her name. When she walk by, the whole crowd sing. Long live the queen, let the bell of love ring. Yeah, butterfly, don't you slow it down. Dr.Creole in the royal crown. Balance in the spirit, love in her hand. Libra queen, ruler of the land. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Yeah. So spread your wings, let your soul be free. Yeah. Dr.Creole butterfly. Eternally. Libra queen. Forever strong. Kentucky vibe. Where you belong.
Hello, everyone. This is your girl, Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 9 to 9, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. The horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like. I want to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy quinceañera, happy bar mitzvah to Lottie Dottie and every darn body under the sound of my voice. I want to say, I'm the Oprah, the what? The smooch is so, mwah. You get a smooch, everybody gets a smooch. Hey, Catherine B. What's going on, love? Thank you for being here. And to all of my new butterflies, smooches to you and all my other butterflies up in the butterfly queendom. Hey. Those that'll be watching this a little later on, I have a lot of people that work and go to school. So I salute you. Okay. I will be tonight in Jill Comfort Zone's poetry contest. This is her third year having it, you guys. I'm excited. So I came on one to make sure that my computer is working, because when I tried to get back up on Pretty Chocolate Girl, shout out to her, get back up on her panel last night, they could not hear me for nothing in the world. I don't know what went on. I have no clue, but shout out to Pretty Chocolate Girl. I enjoyed myself at your house. Hazel Diane, smooches to you. And of course, my vanilla sister from another Mr. Miss Charlie, her dang self, okay? And everybody else, okay? Smooches to you guys. Okay, so let's get it in. We don't have to be here long, okay? Don't take us, you don't have to be long to be strong. You feel me? So I wanted to show y'all a video, okay, of the plane coming in from another point of view. So give me one moment to cue that up. And also, I am having an egg roll competition, you guys. I will play that commercial in a minute. Shout out to D Ham for making my commercial. Yeah, that song bops. I don't care what y'all say. That song bops. Y'all heard it in a minute. Give me one moment to pull this up. Matter of fact, while I'm pulling this up, I'll go ahead and play it. All right? Give me one moment. Hey, Anthony, what's going on? Let me see. Here we go. Check it out. Time. Listen to it.
Dr.Creole, Libra Butterfly in the building, y'all. Welcome to the Egg Roll Challenge. Yeah.
Judges on deck, JB and the D-Ham show through that. Let's get that flavor poppin', let's go. Sizzle in the kitchen, got that vibe so right. We rollin' egg rolls from the morning to the night. Butterfly wings bring the spice and the soul. Dr.Creole in command, she's in control. Everybody stepping up, showing all that skill. Golden on the outside, flavor that kills. Judges lean in, they know what's real. One bite, that's love you can feel. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it tight, roll it tight. Aero magic, we taking flight, taking flight. Leave a butterfly, got that light, Creole love with that southern bite. Baby in the zone, taste buds lit, damn show 3 more, can't quit. Roll it up, yeah we cooking live, Aero challenge, that flavor vibe. Sauce on the side, that drip too clean, crunch when it hit, that's a foodie dream. Shrimp, beef, veggie, sweet or hot, everybody think they got the best shot. Dr.Creole smile, she know who bringing heat. Libra butterfly style, oh, you can't compete. It's more than food, it's a celebration. Love in the kitchen, so vibrate. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it right. Flip it once, now seal it tight. In a fry, watch it shine. Golden brown, now it's taste test time. Judges take a bite, whoa, that crunch. Whole room vibing, why they mind? Flavor so bold, the crowd go wild. Aero challenge got that style. Roll it up, roll it tight. Aero magic, we taking flight. JB and D-Ham 3, know we live. Leave a butterfly, that hosting vibe. Real spice, we feel that flame. Aero challenge, remember the name. Roll it up, yeah we cooking live. From the 3-1 down to the butterfly vibe.
Hey, y'all can't tell me it don't bop. That is my sauce right there, okay? He got my sauce down back. That is my flavor right there. It bops. That's a bop. I'm going to play that after the egg roll competition. You feels me? Because that bops. That's a bop. That's me right there. That's a bop. Anywho, here we go, y'all. And again, everybody who checked on me when this happened, when the UPS thing happened, I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like my grandmother used to say, you know, when people are nice, they don't have to be nice to you. So for all of you all who had my number and you text me, I checked on B. The first person was JB, my little brother. Thank you. And everybody else that didn't have my number, you actually emailed me. And when you saw me in the chat, you was like, hey, we was wondering, you okay? We seen what happened in Kentucky. Yeah, that means a lot to me. It really does. And yes, you know, as you all know, because I've talked about it, that was close to my house, like maybe 3 blocks, if that. You go around one corner, turn, you go up the street and you turn around another corner, then you turn and here I am. So, you know, it's like my house, the highway, UPS. Okay. So yeah, that could have been really, really worse than what it was. I did post a picture of a little girl and her, I think grandfather or father. They were counted in the 13 that passed away, and I do believe we still got like 16 that's missing. They do update daily, okay? So if y'all can, just keep Kentucky in your prayers. So here we go right here. This is a friend of mine's nephew. Watch this. Watch real good. You're going to see how the plane came in. Here we go.
Oh, shit! Oh, my fucking God!
One more time, y'all. Now, here's the thing. Let me stop it real quick. The plane was on its way to Honolulu. Okay. It was on its way to deliver a package. And so it had just fueled up and it took off. And from the understanding is one of the engines fell, like it fell, and it was trying to land because it caught on fire. It was trying to land, and on its way landing, it was already on fire, but it hit like the top of a couple of buildings and then crashed right on the thing. So, whoo, child, it was something. So one more time, and then I got one more video of this, and then we're gonna go on.
Oh, shit! Oh, my fucking
I also had put on my community wall a picture of what the surrounding area and everything look like. How it is. Whoo, y'all. You talking about messed up. It's all black. Even it's a couple of lakes right there, and the jet fuel is in the lakes, and it's all greasy and black, and people are concerned about it, yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. I always say it just used to scare me. It really did. When I be on the expressway coming home and them planes be coming in, I'm like, man, this is just too low. Like if something I used to say it all the time, man, I hope nothing ever happens because this right here, it's gonna take some people out. I mean, because I live by here's another one I wanted to show y'all. I live by the airport, Muhammad Ali Airport. It used to be Louisville Airport. That's where I live at. I live by the airport, and UPS is right off of Muhammad Ali Airport. UPS is connected to that, so they all come in the same way and everything. So, um, I wanted to show y'all the one with Stooges. I don't know if they showed y'all that because I know everybody's been getting this because it's been on World News. But I to show you all the video from Stooges. Hold on. Stooges is a bar that is it's a real popular bar, um, and all the UPS workers and people in surrounding businesses and things like that, they all go, and anybody can go to Stooges. You know what I'm saying? And Stooges has just got some good food. Okay. And they have a good time and everything, and they was doing what they do when that explosion happened, and that's like a street over. And the owner of Stooges was telling what all damage that they suffered, but no, there was no loss at Stooges, and we all was shocked about that. We was shocked that there was no lives lost at Stooges. If you seen, and that's the video that I can never find when I'm on here, but as soon as I get out of here, I find the video. If you ever see uh, the video of how the plane came in while everybody was standing outside in front of Stooges and stuff, you'd be like, how did the heck did that plane miss them? How did the explosion miss them? I'm like, that's why I said God was with them, honey, because they should have actually went up with the fire. They should have actually went up with the fire. So, the fact that here it is. Thank you, Lord. I found it. Okay. Hold on. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Because I know y'all like, what? 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 Okay, here we go. Here we go, y'all. See, on one video, this video right here, you can hear that woman screaming and stuff in the video. They must have took that sound out. But look at that smoke, y'all. You can tell that's chemical. That's Stooges right here. Y'all see that building? That's Stooges. One more time and then we through. Look at all them people as stooges. Look at all them cars. Look. As we knew, all three people on board passed away. The captain, the co-captain, and I forgot the other one. It was three men. They all passed away. So if you can, just keep their families in prayer and everything. Again, keep Kentucky in your prayer. We need you. Period, honey. Period. Okay. So next I wanted to talk about real quick. I wanted to encourage some people. I don't know what Miss Tracy is going through. She was actually on my panel last night. I hate that she somehow, you know what, StreamYard's just been cutting up because, like I said, I was on my girl Pretty Chocolate Girls panel, and I kept going up her because I told her when she came over to my house, I told her that I was gonna come and hang out at her house because I had never been able to do it, and I'm like, girl, I'm gonna spend time at your house, you know, and so it was where we started off at mine, and then I was waiting for her to go live so I can transfer. And so she went live, but I sent my people to the wrong live. It was weird, y'all. It was my first time doing it, but I know how to do it now. And I'm a veteran now. I'm a veteran now. But I had a ball at Pretty Chocolate Girls house last night. Me, her, Charlie, and everybody else. We had a ball, you know. So I'm just reaching out. I'm beginning to spread my wings. How about that? Okay. Anyway, this lady right here looks so much like one of my daughters. They can pass for twins. And when I saw her and start following her, I was like, I told my daughter, I said, you look like this woman right here. And it's so funny. She's like, I know her mama. She said, yeah. She said, everybody says it. I mean, they pass for twins. I promise you. And when somebody sent me this when I first saw this girl, I was like, is that my daughter? And I had to look again. I said, no, but dang, you know, they look like twins. I promise you. So anyway, I wanted to encourage people, okay? Just people, period. All right. It's a Saturday. I know y'all doing the thing, but I want to just encourage your heart and encourage your walk and everything. And plus, she's a dark, skinny, like the dark skinned woman like me, brown skin girl. Okay, so come on now, come on, we got to support. But now, okay, here we go. Here we go, Miss Kitty.
So let's talk Bible since we want to quote the word of God, okay? Romans chapter 3, verse 23. For everyone has sinned. We all fall short of God's glorious standard, yet God freely and graciously declares that we are righteous. He did this through Christ Jesus when he freed us from the penalty of our sins. That's the NLT version, by the way. So the same grace that covers y'all who be lying, stealing, slandering, cheating, having abortions, is the same grace that covers a person who divorces and remarries. And this is the reason why so many people are running from the church, because it's religious hypocrites like y'all. Y'all irk my soul. What about the adulterous woman? What about the story about that? When they wanted to stone the adulterous woman, and Jesus said, let he who is without sin cast the first stone, and nobody can do so. And he said he didn't come there to condemn her. Oh, okay. Okay. You can't decide, you can't pick and choose, because a lot of y'all, the only reason why y'all do that, y'all try to condemn people, is because it makes you feel righteous. Y'all are hypocrites, the very hypocrites that Jesus was always confronting. Whenever y'all come in here and be selective with the scripture, yeah, we talking about y'all. We're all covered under grace, whether you like it or not, whether you like what someone does or not. We are covered under grace. That means our sins can be forgiven regardless. Y'all irk my soul. You can't decide what's grace eligible. You can't. That's not for you to decide. And y'all need to stop playing God. So the very one of y'all who be lying on your job applications, lying for benefits, lying to get that apartment, killing them babies when you lay on that table, gossiping about people, lying about people, being dishonest, slandering people. Y'all can be covered by grace, but a person who goes through a divorce, repents, restores their relationship with Christ and remarries, can't be covered by that same grace, play with somebody else.
See, she said something that I be trying to teach over here that a lot of pastors don't teach. Okay. First of all, I tell everybody, you got to give each other some grace. Okay. You got to give each other grace. And that's one thing that we don't do over here. But if you go through something that is against what God is saying and you're saved, okay, grace is sufficient for thee. But like she said, repent. That's what a lot of us don't do. I'm saying us as being human beings. That's what a lot of us don't do. We do not repent. We keep going like we ain't did nothing. No, you better repent because whatever you don't confront on this side with the Lord, you're going to confront on the other side. Oh, it's going to be addressed. Okay. So you got to repent, get restored, and then get back in place and do better. Okay. You don't stay in the muck and the moral. You don't do that. You don't get stuck. So I agree with that. I really do agree with that. It does get to a point when God is like, okay, now, if you got some I can't help it, that's what you take to the Lord. You don't just keep doing it. You ask the Lord, okay, God, I enjoy this thing right here. I really, I really enjoy this thing right here. Whatever that thing is, I enjoy it, and I need help. I need you to make me not like it. I take it from me, whichever way you got to do, because I know it's not right. See, a lot of us don't even get real with God. We be playing and praying these bubblegum prayers that we know we don't even mean. And that's why you keep being stuck. I repeating the same old thing until you can face you and be open and honest with you in the I can't help it. You're gonna be stuck, boo boo kitty. Okay. All right, one more. We got another one we're gonna do real quick. What time is it? Am I still early? I've been up since 8, y'all. So I don't know what time y'all up, but I've been up since 8. Let's see. Hold on one moment. Ho 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 ho. And here's another thing, y'all. You cannot measure your success with nobody else's, okay? You just can't. A lot of times we see other people and we want to, well, if they got 2 cars and right now I got a hoop, they got 2 good cars and I got a hoopty. What am I doing that, they did? Why come I ain't got 2 cars? If they got this and, stop measuring your success with other people, my God, today. Would you please quit? What you need to know is, uh, you need to ask God, seek what He has for you. Okay? Jeremiah 29:11 says, hold on, let me read it to you. I don't want to quote it. Let me read it to you. Okay, Jeremiah 29:11. This is something that I stand on every day. You hear me every day. So let me encourage you to get this scripture in your life, in your heart, in your mind, in your Bible for one. If you don't have a Bible, I don't know what you're doing. What if your computer goes down? Or what if your phone goes down? I keep telling y'all that. Y'all need some tangible stuff you can touch. Okay. Get you a Bible. Okay. NIV are the New King James Version. I wouldn't go no further than that because some of the stuff that they put down here is so far away from what we believe is ridiculous. Okay. It don't even say the same thing. Anyway, Jeremiah 29:11 said, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, said the Lord. Who? The Lord. Okay? He's talking to you. He knows the thoughts that he thinks towards you. Thoughts of peace. All of you all who can't stand peace and peace is boring and you like all this and you like the who shot Johnson. Okay, well, that cast you out right there. Thoughts of peace, not of evil. Those of you all who love everything evil and if it ain't evil, you don't like it. If it ain't controversial, you can't get with it. Okay. to give you an expected end, meaning that he's got your ending mapped out. Okay. He already knows. He already got you. I'm just saying. That ain't for everybody. And only you know whether or not it's for you or not. Okay. That's all only you know. Okay, so give me one moment. Hold on. Hold on. Did y'all like that video of the egg roll competition? Did y'all like it? I'm sorry, but that beat is all that. How he did it is all that, okay? Shout out to D Him. Thank you for having my back. I appreciate that because I needed something. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. I'll just go to this one. We'll just go right here because I did have one. Okay. And hold on. I'm still sipping on my coffee, y'all. I wasn't dressed to stop at Planet Fitness today. I wasn't dressed to stop at Planet Fitness, but I was thinking about going because I got to finalize my poem that I'm gonna do on Jill Comfort Zone. My stuff ain't that long, y'all. You know, it's just not. I want y'all to hear what I got to say, so I don't have no bells and whistles. Like I ain't got no slideshow, no music, none of that. I'm gonna come on. Hopefully, what I'm saying, you all understand and you'll get it. But yeah, I ain't got none of that extra, so I just don't. I'm a simple person, you know, I really am. And when I begin to talk like that, I want my words heard. Now, I was thinking about playing some music in the background, my own music, you know, and everything, but we'll see.
I was having a conversation with God this morning about something that I had went through this year. And there was someone that he assigned to me to help me in the midst of that. Me and this person believe things. We completely see things different. Conversation with God this morning about something that I had went through this year. And there was someone that he assigned to me to help me in the midst of that. Me and this person believe things. We completely see things different when it comes to Christ, God, spirituality, and things like that. And I asked him, I said, you use someone who doesn't believe in you. And he said, no. He said, she knows me, but her pride and her hurt won't allow her to come back to me. I said, oh. Had to sit on that for a little bit of a minute because I had to figure out what that meant. I said, her pride and her hurt won't allow her to come back to me. And I said, Lord, you're going to have to make this clear to me so I can better understand what that means. Before he makes this clear to me and gives me the most mind-blowing analogy that I have ever had God give me, he told me, because I was sitting outside in my bathroom, and he told me to go to your prayer closet. So I sat down on the floor of my prayer closet, and he revealed everything to me. And he said, you've seen a wounded puppy before. You have seen a puppy neglected, hurt, abused, abandoned by humans, by human beings, by people. And that puppy, when that puppy is alone with those wounds and that hurt, that puppy now has associated pain with humans. It is associated hurt with humans. And so if you see that puppy out and you see someone tries to come in and get the puppy, someone tries to come up to the puppy, here boy, you know, whatever, that puppy is not going to trust that human. That puppy is going to be afraid. So that puppy's going to either growl at them, going to run away, going to try to attack them. It's going to do something like that. And he said, that's the same thing. And the only way that a puppy then, that puppy who has been hurt and abused and abandoned and mistreated by humans, the only way that that puppy can come back and trust a human again is when the right, loving, patient, compassionate, kind human comes in and gives that puppy something and keeps showing up for that puppy until that puppy finally lets its guards down, until that puppy finally allows itself to be vulnerable, to trust that human being. And then that human being can bring that puppy into their custody and treat that puppy back to health. I sat down after that to talk to my mom about it on the phone and to really break through. And she said that just gave her chills. And I said, my God, what was revealed to me is how so many people run away from God because life, people have hurt them. And sometimes they believe that God allowed certain things to happen.
I have ran into so many males. I'm talking about that were born with a penis, okay? And then, nowadays you got to specify. And I've run into so many males that I talk to and everything, and you can see that they are still hurt from whatever happened in their childhood. Most of the time, it has to do with their fathers, and sometimes the lack of leadership from the mother. Okay, and it actually affects how they deal with relationships, how they deal with people, um, and things of that nature. And I always sit back and I'd be like, wow, I wonder, do they know that they're oozing insecurity or that they're oozing dominance, or that they're oozing that they have to be in charge, that nobody knows nothing but them, they don't listen. Like, have you ever talked to somebody and you know what you're talking about because either you went to school for it or you endured it or you went through it or whatever, and you're talking to somebody, and as you're talking they hear you, but they always got something better to say from what you said. Like if you said, vitamin C in an orange is really, really low. Okay, it's like the lowest form of vitamin C. I'm gonna tell you what has more vitamin C, and it's goji berry. Goji berry is filled with vitamin C, and they'll go, yeah, but this, that, and the other. Like they always have to, but everything you say is not good enough. They have to one up you. But I, was told through this, that, and the other that goji berry ain't this and it ain't that, and that now you studying it and you don't went through the extensive things of it, and they going from hearsay, and this is your field. You see what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of males that I know like that. Like you can be talking, and no matter what you say, they always got something to one up you. They need to feel validated. So everything that they say and do is so that they can feel validated. So you can go, oh, wow, okay. And you know what? Because it doesn't mean that much to me, that's exactly how I respond. I go, oh, for real? Okay. And just leave it alone because it's just, I know who I am. I know whose I am. I know what I know. You know what I'm saying? So if you need to feel important and feel like you know everything over everybody, I'm going to give it to you. That's just where I'm at with it. And lately, I've been studying to be quiet. So a lot of times I just get quiet because, like she said, discernment is key. And I just be sitting back listening. Every now and then you'll get me to say something. Other than that, I'm quiet. And that's working for me. That is working for me. I used to be like that when I was younger. I would get real quiet and just listen, you know. And that's where I'm at. God has told me on some things I need you to start just listening, just get real quiet. And that's what I do. I just get real quiet. So anyway, let me finish this.
And they get disappointed, abused, mistreated, violated, offended, betrayed, and hurt deeply to the point to where they don't even trust God as well. And what God showed me when he said, the pride in her wound won't allow her to come back to me. What he revealed then is the root is not the pride. The root is the wound. But the pride is the part that shows up to try to protect that person's wound. And so what God revealed to me is that he sees the broken child. He sees the hurt person. He sees the wound. He sees the tears. He sees the distress. He sees the pain that they have gone through. And when he makes attempts to come in by using vessels, my God, on today, they won't allow him in. They won't allow God to come in and touch that wound and to treat that wound, because in order for us to come back to God so he can heal our wound, we have to, it takes a level of humility. It takes a level of vulnerability, of surrenderance, of trusting God, of depending on God, that our pride will not allow us to do. So like the puppy with humans, oh my God, when God comes near, we hide from him. We resist him. We run from him. We put up our guards, or we fight him. We try to substitute God in many ways because our pride won't allow us to come back to God, who we know God can heal and restore us, but our pride won't allow us to believe it, which is the reason why God hates pride. That's it. It just, all of this makes sense. Pride shows up in so many ways. And if you think of the analogy of the puppy, I want you to think of how puppies are. Once a person comes in and is gentle with them and loves them and cares for them and heals them and brings them back to health, that puppy now clings on to that person. And if we humbled ourselves and worked through that pride and really surrendered that to God and allowed him to walk us through the different layers of it, and we get to actually see how gentle and compassionate and understanding and patient and thoughtful and loving God is. And we watch how God comes in and he touches that wound, and he comes through and he goes through the layers of the hurt and the pain, and he goes through everything that is stopping that wound from healing. And when he gets to that place where he heals that wound, when we get to that level, how we cling on to God. I was having a conversation with God this morning.
So y'all can take that for what it's worth, but hey, a lot of times things come to us to encourage our walk, and it comes through different type of ways and different type of forms. Okay. Uh, and so I just wanted to encourage your hearts today, y'all. A whole lot of people are going through things, and a lot of them can't talk about it. A lot of them uh, don't feel like they're worthy, if that makes sense, and everything. So I just wanted to share somebody else who, is speaking positivity. You got a lot of people that already are negative. Okay. So I don't want to give you no more negative. If I can't do nothing else, I don't want to give you nothing negative. I'd rather keep encouraging your heart. And if that considers me boring, then I'll just be boring. I'm okay with me. Okay. I just say, I don't know how many times I got to say that. But I very much am. Okay. Because, I reach those that need to be reached, and you'll get that later. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Uh, okay. And this is, I believe, the palette and his family. So let me show you all this real quick, y'all. This is the palette. And hey, Kim Boo. I believe this is the palette. The person, I know he was one of the people that was on the plane. Okay, right here, and this is his wife and his kids. Okay. Uh, that's him. Now this is Stooges. This is a better shot. I played y'all the video just a few minutes ago. This is the club and the bar Stooges rather right here. Look at this. That landed right next to them. It's a like a gate, then it's a street, then it's UPS runway where they're exploded right there. Whew, my God, today. My God, today. Okay. Anyway, all the things are the things, y'all. Like I said, I wanted to encourage you guys. Just my grandmother always said this: only what you do for Christ will last. A lot of people don't believe it, and I'm not trying to convince you. If it ain't your yeesh, it ain't your yeesh. Okay. If it's not, it's just not. All right. Um, Now, what I have done is made up my mind that I am not really going to focus on the orange guy and his shenanigans and the people who follow him. I'm just not, because that is really affecting, um, it's affecting my faith. Okay. Anything that is affecting my faith, I can't mess with it. And, uh, every time you turn around, he's doing something. Okay. So you kind of have to expect him to do what he do. The devil is not, he's not sneak. The devil's very sneaky, but he got some kids that are just obedient. They're going to do, and for people to say that, you know, uh, he's God's messenger and he's God's child. I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. I could be wrong, but I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm sorry. God's gonna have to tell me, I got him working for me to get that and understand it. Cause other than that, I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't. Because like I said, yeah. Mm-mm. Okay, so here's a drone picture of what they look like. Okay, here's a drone picture. See how far it went all the way over there. Look how it went across. So, yep. They finally giving an update. Like I said, they keep giving an update of the missing people and everything. Uh, that 3-year old, bless her heart, man. Okay, so I wanted to give you all a couple of herbs and what they do, and y'all just write them down as you need them. And if y'all didn't get a chance to see our wild live last night, we had a panel last night of adult conversation, y'all. Lord, today, Charlie and JB are crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. I was on my best behavior. I was on my best behavior last night. If you believe it, I got swampland for you. But whatever. But Charlie and JB is crazy. And then Mr. D Ham himself is nuts. Okay. Just want y'all to know that. All right. Just want y'all to know that. So I'm pulling some stuff up. La, 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 la. Don't forget the poetry contest tonight at 6:30. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Miss Jill Comfort Zone. It's gonna be at her house. Absolutely. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go in here. My son done went to sleep. I know he did. He done went to sleep and left his chicken strips out because he probably is gonna make him some fry him some chicken strips. He done forgot all about that. Went down there in his apartment and went to sleep, and they just sitting on top of the stove. I'm gonna have to put them up before they go bed because he ain't been back up here. It means he done went to sleep. Okay. All right, y'all. So let me give y'all um sage. Sage, you can find it in your local drawer in your house. SAGE. One of the main things the sage does is support memory. Okay, so just write down sage. Um, Holy basil helps to relieve stress. Eucalyptus clears airways. Hawthornberry helps your heart. And I'm gonna give y'all one more. Okay, now this I use every day, turmeric. When you use turmeric, y'all, for joint pain, you have to make sure you put pepper with it. It's the capsaicin and pepper that activates the thing in turmeric to help you with your joint pain, your arthritis, things of that nature. Okay, and it does help. Trust me, I do. I use it every day. Okay, I put it in my hot coffee and I put some turmeric in there, a little pepper, a pinch of pepper, stir it up. You can't even taste it, okay? But yes, it does help with your joint pain or your pain period. So just in case you don't have anything and you don't, but you got turmeric up in your shelf and you got pepper, go ahead and do the thing of the things. But remember, you can't just use turmeric. It's the pepper mixed with the turmeric, okay, that actually helps your joints or your pain. Let me say that one more time. Turmeric mixed with a little pepper, okay, is what makes uh the turmeric work for joint pain or pain itself. Okay. So just want y'all to know that. Let me see. Okay, this right here shows you are not alone. I am here with you, though you're far away. Let's see. This is not the one that I. Come on. Okay. There we go. I don't know why I did that. All right. Can y'all see this? It's them walking around looking for bodies and things of that nature. Look, it's still smoking. They had to put on the mask thing to go over there. Death toll rises. It's 14 victims found at crash site. 14, y'all. You're not alone. I am here with you. I don't know why that song it just hit me like that. That's for somebody. In my heart. All right, let's talk about food stamps, shall we? Yeah. I don't know what's going on with food stamps, y'all. I'm not even going to begin to say that I don't know. 1 minute you're getting them, the next minute you're not getting them, the next minute you are getting some, the next minute you're getting them all, the next minute you're not. All I'm going to say is pray and do whatever you can not to be in this predicament no more. Okay. I have been talking about storing up food for the last 5 years. I've been talking about make sure y'all got something to fall back on, put you some stuff up in the freezer and get you some this and get you some that and get you some this and hold on to it and blah blah blah. I've been saying that for the last 5 years. So I don't know what else to say. So I am praying that nobody stops. Now I will say my daggone state stepped up for people, and I was so proud to be a Kentuckian. I really was. Different places, different people with money, and everything's like not on my watch. We ain't having no starving people on my watch. And I mean, they've been having little places people can go and get bags of groceries and, all of this and stuff. I mean, different churches, different people with just money, being like, nope, not on my watch. And that's y'all. That's what we have to do. When you got a little bit more, you got a surplus, make sure somebody else, pick a family. Like, what we do sometimes as a family, we pick a family and sponsor them for Christmas. We actually sponsor them for Christmas as much as we can, because we ain't rich. Whatever money we get is what we don't work for or what we don't save. But we believe in giving back. Like next month, I'll be doing my homeless thing. So now since they made it, against the law for a person to be homeless, I don't know how it's okay, make it make sense. You taking the jobs are letting people go. The rent is sky high. The bottom man pays more taxes, but you're gonna make it against the law for people to be homeless. And then Section 8 and stuff ends after 2 years, to where they could have a home. Now, after 2 years, they won't have one. But to y'all that support this man, all of that makes sense. And you know what bothers me? Some of you young are still able to work, Black people. Y'all don't see it. And it's one thing, it's one beef sector commentator says. He says, you don't see it until it happens to you. You don't care and you don't feel it till it happens to you. And that's a lot of people. Until it happens to you, you don't understand why everybody's against this man. Well, not everybody, but most people with common sense is against this man. You don't understand. I thank God for my parents and grandparents and great aunties and aunties. Let me tell you something. I was raised, what God has for me, it is for me. What God has for me, it is for me. That's how I believe it. What God has for me, it is for me. Can't nobody stop what God has for me. I don't care their color. I don't care the education. I don't care their status. What God has for me, it is for me. I know without a doubt that He will bring me out. What God has for me, what God has for me, what God has for me, it is for me. I really believe that. I've never grew up feeling like I had to compete with nobody. My own competition has always been me. I've always looked at me and said, okay, what can you do better? I don't get it. And maybe people do stop other people from whatever. I don't know what your walk is. But in my life, God has always proved to me, I got you. And what I've ordained for you, can't nobody stop. Sometimes I can't stop because I've tried to destroy it on my own, tried to tear it down when, and God's like, nope, you still gonna do it. So I just, if other people are stopping you, maybe you're focused on them and not what God has for you. Maybe you want something that is not in God's plan. There's a permissive will and there's a divine will. The divine will is what God ordained for you. Permissive will is what He allowed you to get. And sometimes we can ask God for so much, even though he don't have it in his divine will for you, he'll give it to you just so you can see that is not what he had for you and you didn't need it all along. Okay, so here's some people that has been caught up on food stamp fraud. Okay, pray for these people. That's basically what I wanted to say. Just pray for these people. Okay. Um, let me pull up Miss Jill's thing real quick so y'all can see it. Hold on. What God has for me. Yes, come on now. It is for me. It is for me. Let me see, where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, here we go, right here. Here we go.
Room full of voices, they're rising. Hands up in the sky like the garden. Every voice that's a little flame. Feel the pain still there, calling their name. Heart heavy but the soul strong. Feel it beating like a bass drum. Hold on. Paint pictures with the pen that's a lifelong. Take smart, put the truth in the wrong. Chill comfort zone where the heart found home. Stories that tell real, emphasis get grown. From a whisper telephone off, the show get shown. We all shine together in the chill comfort zone. Turning pages, spirits take flight. Every line unlocking some insights. Truth tangled up with beauty that's left. Every soul start glowing on sight. We've been hurt, but the woods heal scars. Talk pain, talk roof, talk starts. Manifesting what we feel in the dark. Now the light break through. That's art. Chill comfort zone where the heart found home. Stories flip to real, emphasis get grown. From a whisper telephone off, the shoe get shown. We all shine together in the chill comfort zone. Told you and we brought you down before. Every poet voice we'd open on the floor. Unity in the rhythm, harmony in the tone. Celebrating, live inside the sacred zone. Final and we glide to done before.
Okay, y'all, I wanted to support Miss Jill. Miss Jill's awesome, y'all, for her poetry contest tonight, y'all. It's up to $600 and something. You just saw there will be 3 winners and everything. I am entering it myself. I hope I come out with something. Okay. I hope I come out, but it's some awesome people that is entering. Everybody that I think she's got entering everybody is they well worth what she's, it's gonna be a hard competition tonight. It really is. I think the only man that's in it is JB. I could be wrong. I don't know everybody. But yeah, so she's got 2 parts. She's got 6 that's gonna go, and then they're gonna take a commercial break or whatever, and then she's got the next 6 because she's got 12 altogether. So they're gonna vote on the first 6 first, and then they're gonna, let the next 6 go, and then they're gonna vote on them, and then they're gonna pick from that. And you already seen her judges, and one of them is Sparky D. Shout out to Sparky D and all the rest of the judges. If you don't know who Sparky D is, she used to be a rapper. Go look her up, okay? Miss Jill, the way she done did everything, baby, she's making everybody who's having a competition, well, she's making me, let me say that, make sure I step my game up when it comes to my my egg roll competition and everything. So let me run this commercial for the egg roll competition real quick, and then we're gonna say one more thing and we'll be out of here. Check this out. Thank you to D Ham for my egg roll commercial, whatever this is called. Okay.
Yeah, it's go time. Dr.Creole, Libra butterfly in the building, y'all. Welcome to the egg roll challenge. Yeah, judges on deck, JB and the D Ham show through that. Let's get that flavor popping. Let's go.
Yeah, this is my flavor king. I just love it.
Sizzle in the kitchen, got that vibe so right. We rolling egg rolls from the morning to the night. Butterfly wings bring the spice and the soul. Dr. Creole in command, she's in control. Everybody stepping up, showing all that skill. Golden on the outside, flavor that kills. Judges lean in, they know what's real. One bite, that's love you can feel. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it tight, roll it tight. Air roll magic, we taking flight, taking flight. Leave a butterfly, got that light, got that light. Creole love with that southern bite. Baby in the zone, taste buds lit. Damn show 3 more, can't quit. Roll it up, roll it up. Yeah, we cooking live, air roll challenge, that flavor vibe. Sauce on the side, that drip too clean. Crunch when it hit, that's a foodie dream. Shrimp, beef, veggie, sweet or hot. Everybody think they got the best shot. Dr. Creole smile, she know who bringing heat. Libra butterfly style, oh, you can't compete. It's more than food, it's a celebration. Love in the kitchen, so vibrate. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it right, roll it right. Flip it once, now seal it tight, In a fry, watch it shine. Golden brown, now it's taste test time. Judges take a bite, whoa, that crunch. Whole room vibing, why they mind? Flavor so bold, the crowd go wild. Their roll challenge got that style. Roll it up, roll it tight. Air roll magic, we taking flight. JB and D Ham 3 know we live. Libra butterfly, that hosting vibe. Real spice, we feel that flame. Air roll challenge, remember the name. Roll it up, yeah, we cooking live. From the 3-1 down to the butterfly vibe. Yeah.
Yes, y'all. Hey. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, D Ham, I am gone off here. I'm sorry. I'm freaking out that song. I'm sorry. I am. Anywho, I did Miss Kittie. I did the herb and what it did, the U.S. plane on fire. I did that. And every stuff, y'all. I hope y'all be in the place tonight, y'all. It is going down like good gas gone up. I've been out. I've been up since 7:45. I've been out. I had to go to another city, small city, to get my water and everything. I ordered water. Well, my son paid for it, but I ordered it because it's a certain water that I drink, and it's only one place now in Kentucky that carries it. One place, excuse me. And so I had to drive this morning and get it. And have y'all got a place in y'all city called Tractor Supply Company or Tractor Supply something? They the ones that actually hold to carry the water. They got their whole thing of water. So I went up there. I had ordered 5 cases, and I'm gonna go back up there and get some more. Probably if I ordered it tonight, I can pick it up after church tomorrow and everything because I'm stocking up on water. If you knew what I knew, you'd be stocking up too. Um, and I'm just stocking up right now on the water that I like. Sometime in your area, you just got to get the water you can get. Okay, I get that. I understand that. Let me see what else. Anybody else having a competition that I missed? Anybody else have a competition? No, for real though, DM, you got my flavor on that. Seriously, if I was still stripping, I would play that to strip. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. I be sitting over here in these little routines. I be sitting in my chair like, and I have to remind myself, girl, get it together. Get it together, honey. You save chat. You save chat. And you ain't got no husband to strip on right now. So, because hey, they used to be, Lord have mercy. My husband, bless his heart. My late husband used to say he got the best of both worlds. So anyway, but let me see. What else do I want to say real quick? Yes. Okay, so I was gonna say something. Hold on. I really want to take my car, y'all, to get it washed today. Um, because y'all know here in Kentucky it's supposed to snow Monday. I am not ready. I'm not ready, y'all. I'm just not ready. Uh, really? Okay. Yeah, I did that back in um hmm I want to say 19. I was young when I did it. Me and my friend, we end up having our own company. It was me and her, and we did private parties. Yeah, we did private parties and everything, but we made a killing because most of the people, I got friends that used to be street pharmaceutical salesmen, if you catch my drift, big time. And they was like, hey, we know y'all, we got you, we're gonna protect you, especially you, Shorty, we got you, blah, 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 but hey, blah, 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 you wanna make this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, give me half up front and let me talk to my girl. And most likely it'll be a yeah. I hit me on my pager. Cool. And so when I talked to my girl, she's like, let's do this. I'm like, all right. So we would get the top notch dope dealers and truck drivers, and everything. And I get my cash up front, so yeah. And everything. So, I had to take care of my children. At the time I had children, okay? And then when I got done with that, same friends that was street pharmaceutical salesman would be like, hey, it would be two of them. And outside of my brother, he don't count. It'd be two of them was like, hey, uh, let me talk to you for a minute. I got a business opportunity for you, blah, 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 blah. And I got this code word. And if I give this code word, but if I give this code word, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hmm, I, I, let's do it. Let's do it. So yeah, I had kids to take care of. Seriously, my kids didn't know nothing. They just read all about that in my first book. They were so shocked. They they were so shocked. They read my book and they was like, "Mama," and because like I said, I was taught a lady in the street and whatever you do in your bedroom is your business. So a lot of time, even to this day, when people sit with me and they talk with me and all this and stuff and everything, and then they start talking and they ask the question and I say some stuff. They're like, how you know it? You ain't did nothing, girl, and all this and stuff. I'm like, okay. But that's how I wanted it. Everybody should know, unless you tell it. Everybody should know, whatever. I was very discreet. I'm the keeper of the secrets. It's so many things I know that I don't forget for real. But it's so many things that people trusted me with. Just like today, when people talk to me, I forget it. I don't want to remember it. If you tell me this is between us, it's between us. And I go on. I don't have a mad day where I come out here and tell all your business. I'm too mature for that. So, I don't who am I tell it to? You know, my character is everything to me. And that's why when people be saying crazy stuff, I'm like, huh? Me? And that's because, people throw off on you what they are. DM, I ain't studying you with your 90 degrees. So now, so what? um, but yeah, y'all. So it just I've been through some things. I lived a life or two. You know, I lived a life or two, and that's why thank the Lord. Right now, I still don't have no wrinkles. Thank you, Lord. But if I do, hey. I'm 55. Pretty soon I'm gonna have some. I don't have no gray hair. Pretty and I ain't dyed it. It's just pretty soon I'm gonna have some. But those are the scars I do have and everything, those are battle scars, baby. It's things I survived. So I would never get to a point and be like, I don't look like I used to look when I was 30. I'm 55. I keep saying that. The older you get, everything changes. Your mobility, your skin tone, different, I mean, things change. That's life. You know what I'm saying? That's life. So a lot of times people don't, when they start aging, they don't like how they look, because when they look at themselves, it's a lot of women that go through this. When they look at themselves, they don't see themselves how they used to be, but baby, embrace who you are. Embrace who you are. A lot of men don't see themselves like that either. They probably got pop bellies, the peening, things of that nature. You gotta understand life, and you gotta thank the Lord for your longevity. It's a lot of people that is not allowed to see 50 nothing. Okay, so if you blessed to have a birthday, I to see your birthday and to get a year older. If even when it comes to pains, at least I can feel the pains I have. You know how many people's laying and can't feel that they still alive? They just laying, can't wash their own face, can't wash their own body. So nah, I'm not going, honey. If you don't like how I look, okay. I told y'all I had it all the way down. I was like Jay Wilson. I had it all the way down to under 200. And my doctors, and I was trying to get to 150. My doctors was like, no, no. And we're going to give you this medicine to put some more weight back on you. That's too small. Okay. So they wanted me at 225, and I'm at 245. I'm at 245, but I'm comfortable here. I really am. I'm comfortable here. I said I might get back down to where, 225 or whatever, but I ain't going to kill myself trying to do it. I ain't gonna get no bigger either. But I ain't gonna kill myself trying to do it. If I don't get down, okay, whoever love me gonna love all of me, baby. And honey, that's one thing I can say about my late husband, baby. I got to 308. You couldn't tell. For real, you couldn't tell, but that's how big I was. That man loved every plump roll. He loved it all. And it didn't stop me from, yeah, doing absolutely nothing. If anything, it empowered me to be better. Okay. So don't come on, man. Let me tell you, you done had the 25, 35, 36. You done had them women, and they the ones who screwed you over. Okay. Stop looking at the outside. Oh, where is that? Hold on. Stop looking at the outside of the person and look at, I'm not saying if you like a woman that's brown skinned, then don't go get one that's light skinned. If you like one that's light skinned, then don't go get one that's brown skinned. You feel what I'm saying? Because you need to be attracted to the woman that you marry. If not, you'll always be looking outside of your marriage. Always. I need to be attracted to the man that I'm gonna marry. If not, somebody else gonna get my attention. Yeah, I'll still be married, but it leaves room for me to, kind of. That's what I like over. Ooh, that's what I like. But I'm with this one. But I like that one. Decisions. You don't need no extra fight when it comes to being faithful, because the enemy don't like marriage. Shoot, the enemy can't stand marriage, y'all, at all. So yeah, you gotta whatever, but just know this. Whatever you marry at an early age, it's gonna change. It is gonna change. It's the body is not gonna stay the same. You know, can two walk together except they agree? If you want to save money so you can do this, and she wants to spend money so she can be this, y'all gonna always argue about it because y'all not in agreement. You got to be in agreement. It's a lot of things that goes with a successful marriage. Do I know everything? No. Did I have a successful marriage? Yes. Want to argue with me about it? I sure did. Yes. So I have to watch who I marry too, because a lot of people have not seen it demonstrated, a good marriage demonstrated in front of them, and a lot of people was not in one. So until they get clear of that and clear their heart out to be open to what God is going to send them, because okay, check this out. When you ask the Lord, God, is there no woman or no man out here that'll love me for me, that'll, be faithful and be the queen I want, be the king I want, and blah, blah, blah. And God's like, yeah, I got that one for you. I got that one for you. But then when you get it, you self doubt, you self sabotage, you make her pay for what the one before her did. And then you start talking about, well, my last wife said this to me, so I know you cheating because you said it too. Man, get delivered, get healed, all the things of the things, okay? Get delivered and get healed because you cannot walk into a new relationship that you ask God for and He's blessing you with. You can't walk into that type of relationship with old mindsets because of what she did to you. Okay, you got hurt. It hurt. She hurt you. We know. Get over it, my God, today. She gone already. Been gone for years. And you still holding on to, I just can't. I just don't let people occupy that in my head. When you do that, you letting people rent space in your head. They are occupying what you do, how you do, what you say, where you go, and they done went on with their life. But they still puppet mastering you. That's weird to me. That is weird. I don't. Not me, said the plus size woman. I can't do it. Won't do it. Absolutely not. So, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. So I'm just, and I don't want, check this out. Okay, JB told me I'm a strong woman and I need a strong man. But I also need that strong man to know when to be strong and then when to allow me to be soft. And that's true. And I think that's why my late husband won me over, because he watched me and knew me, and I knew when to back down. He never raised his voice at me. He never put his hands on me. He never cussed at me. So before y'all say, yeah, no, never. He learned his woman that became his wife, and I learned him. And I might say, nah, baby, because I want it. He's like, babe, I got it. I'm like, okay. But and he look at me. I got it. They let me know. Back your butt down. And I'll be like, okay, baby. Something happen. And he go, I got this. I already knew that tone in his voice. Baby, don't buck at. That's the tone you don't buck. Okay, that's the tone you don't go up against. Well, he's like, no, I got this. He meant that. Ain't nothing else need to be said. See, you got to know each other. And he knew hollering at me, you ain't gonna do nothing but get another. You ain't gonna do nothing but get a pissed off Indian. Maybe get a root on your Creole person, huh? Let me pull up some of my great grandmothers. Yeah, he knew that. You can't holler at me. I don't deal with hollering too well. Like that turns me to something different that you don't want to see. Libras got two sides for real. And you always want to stay on that one lovable side. You do. Even if we disagree with you, we can disagree with you in love. But if you push that whole scale of flip, and we'll become the demon that you thought we was, and we'll stay there till we don't want to stay there no more. We don't care. When we get tired, then that's when we go back to the other person. So yeah, we do. We got two sides. We do. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody said, boy, y'all flip. Well, flipping the heartbeat, you just, hey, walk, tread lightly, boo-boo kitty. Especially with people that I love. If I love you, can't nobody come for you. I don't care. Ask my husband's siblings about me. That man, I don't care what you did to him or said to him before I came in the picture. I'm here now. He got me. Watch how you talk to man. I don't play it. This is my man. Watch how you talk to man. Tread lightly, boo. I don't play when it comes, especially he good to me, baby. I don't play when it comes to that. Mm-mm. I don't care. It can be kids, twins. I don't care. You are not gonna mistreat, disrespect anything that I love. He had my back, I had his back. And like he told my family, she's mine. She got my last name. If I don't disrespect her, y'all not gonna disrespect her. I'm just saying, that's how you have to be. And I don't get these marriages that, oh, well, that's your family. I ain't got nothing to say about that. You a lie? It's supposed to be me and you against the world. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's me and you. When we said I do, it's us. Not us and them, us. Me, you, two people. My God, today. Anyway, let me get my last thing so I can get out of here. Is this the one? No. I'm almost at it, y'all. I'm almost at it. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Okay, this man right here is he's talking to a crowd, but he's on the 85 South show, and I have to add him to my title. This right here, I could not end, okay, without letting y'all hear this. Somebody needs to hear this, especially if you're a man. He's giving knowledge. Seriously, pay attention. I have a friend. Let me show y'all first. Hold on. Hold on. Let me cancel this. Let me show y'all first, okay? Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. This right here is my friend, and I want to show y'all this. It's a lot of men that I really would love to send this book to who has been married. And this is one heck of a book, though, for real. Uh, this is really a friend of mine, okay? And the name of his book is LAPD, okay? Life After a Painful Divorce. And I got my little brother who is a pastor, and I call him Bishop because he's gonna have other churches up under him. I cover him in prayer. He's not my biological brother, but he's like a spiritual brother to me, and I cover him in his church. Y'all, this right here, this is him. This is Jonathan Sanders. He is one heck of a preacher. Not only that, he's one heck of a businessman. He's a realtor, but he wrote this book after his divorce, and it has helped so many men. And it's like, I really want men to get healed and healthy, because once you all get healed and healthy, our community changes. See, I'm not like most women that say we don't need no men. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Absolutely, we do. We need real men. We don't need nobody to uck it up because it's already messed up. But when real men take their rightful place and their backbones get straight, okay, they start standing for what's right. They start loving people. They start being an example of what to do and what not to do. Your whole community has no choice but to change. So this right here, this is my friend, and this is his book. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to give those out as Christmas gifts because I promise you, I want my brothers healed. I want my brothers healed, man. It's a lot of things that we either was given from our parents, voluntarily or involuntarily. Some things we saw we shouldn't have saw, you know. Some things we encountered we shouldn't have encountered, and then some things that we should have seen we didn't. So, all right, here we go. Let me shut up and get to the last part. Let me say this. I love you guys. And I always tell you, no matter what the test, always do your best. I really, really mean that. Don't forget Jill's Comfort Zone poetry contest tonight. It's the third year. It starts at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square. But let's take a look at this, okay? And don't forget my egg roll challenge. Check this out right here. Let's go. I'm going to play this about 2 times.
Right now. But history does not feel historical when you're sitting in it. It just feels like another day. But that does not mean the moment is not historic. If you haven't heard a thing I've said, please hear this. With Dr. King sitting in the audience, we're about to start a whole initiative to bring bank accounts to young people all across this country. I want you to hear this. The movement is about to go from the streets to the suites. This is the third Reconstruction. The first Reconstruction was freedom.
Wait a minute, I don't think this is the right one. Hold on. This was talking about money, but I was trying to get the one. Hold on. Oh, here it is. I did have the wrong one. Hold on. He's talking to 85 South, okay? And everything. Check this out. Please, please, please listen. Some of y'all be missing the jewels, man. Okay, here we go, right here.
Was first business before it was anything else. 6,000 years ago. It was a business arrangement. And then it became spiritual, endowed with spirituality. And then it became about she's fine, right? And we get all hooked on the she's fine or he's handsome part. You'll realize when the looks fall away and the body drops, that's your business partner for life. If she's dumb as rocks, you got a problem. So it's not just about how fine you are, it's what's your credit score. We got to make smart sexy again. So my dad and my mom, because the number one cause for divorce is money amongst everybody. Mom and dad over money. I watched it. And so they broke up and they lost everything. My dad lost everything. My mother went to go live with a girlfriend of hers. Her girlfriend's boyfriend was OC. I fell on his porch. I was swallowing my tongue. I was 6, 7 years old. He saved my life, hit me between my shoulder blades, back of my neck, caused my throat, my tongue to come forward. I was choking. So I love this dude, man. I didn't know him. Like, this is my hero. I didn't realize pride. Ambassador Young says that men and women fail for 3 reasons: arrogance, pride, and greed. I didn't realize that OC had pride, and he didn't want to tell my mother that he couldn't take care of his family and our family in his house at the same time. If he told my mother that, my mother was working at McDonnell Douglas Aircraft, she would have helped him. She would have pitched in, but he didn't say that. He's like, I got it. I'm good. We're good. Well, he wasn't good. He worked a regular job, but he had to get some extra money. So we ran around the corner to sell some marijuana. He wasn't very good at it.
Damn.
And the guys who thought that was their corner followed him home. And I'm sitting on the porch waiting for the guy to come home who saved my life. And they hit him in front of me in a truck. I remember it was a lifted truck. And they waited for him to get in front of the house. We would get the full trauma and get the message. And they hit him from behind and dragged him. He was on a bicycle. And they dragged him down the street until he was dead. Mangled the bike and his body. And I could see it just like I was talking to you, like it happened yesterday. That was over drugs. That was really over money. So the divorce was over money. My mom and dad fighting was over money. We lost all our assets over financial illiteracy because we didn't understand money. The guy who saved my life lost his life over money. My best friend was murdered over money. So by the time I was 9 years old, there was only one constant: money. And we didn't understand it. And I saw all these brilliant people in my neighborhood: prison, probation, parole, death. I'm like, no, I'm not going out like this. So I started looking around. I became nosy. And I'm like, okay, everything we've been doing hasn't worked. So there's got to be another way. There's got to be a way out of this. Marriage was first business before it was anything else. 6,000 years ago. It was a business arrangement. And then it became spiritual, endowed with spirituality. And then it became about she's fine, right? And we get all hooked on the she's fine or he's handsome part. You'll realize when the looks fall away and the body drops, that's your business partner for life. If she's dumb as rocks, you got a problem.
Did y'all hear that, man? Let me rewind that. Come on now. Let's go.
Marriage was first business before it was anything else. 6,000 years ago. It was a business arrangement. And then it became spiritual, endowed with spirituality. And then it became about she's fine, right? And we get all hooked on the she's fine or he's handsome part. You'll realize when the looks fall away and the body drops, that's your business partner for life. If she's dumb as rocks, you got a problem. So it's not just about how fine you are, it's what's your credit score. We got to make smart sexy again. So my dad and my mom, because the number one cause for divorce is money amongst everybody. Mom and dad over money. I watched it. And so they broke up and they lost everything. My dad lost everything. My mother went to go live with a girlfriend of hers. Her girlfriend's boyfriend was OC. I fell on his porch. I was swallowing my tongue when I was 6, 7 years old. He saved my life, hit me between my shoulder blades, back of my neck, caused my throat, my tongue to come forward. I was choking. So I love this dude, man. I didn't even know him. Like, this is my hero. I didn't realize pride. Pastor Young says that men and women fail for 3 reasons: arrogance, pride, and greed. I didn't realize that OC had pride and he didn't want to tell.
Yeah. From Kentucky to the world, it's the season of the scale. Creole butterfly, spread them wings, girl. Yeah. Born to shine, leave a balance in her soul. Creole roots deep, got that heart of gold. Butterfly in motion, grace when she fly. Every room she step in, the stars multiply. Dr.Creole, wisdom with the style. That Kentucky vibe, make the world smile. Energy, crown sitting high. Royal Libra season, can't nobody deny. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Smooth with the talk, yeah, she cornerstone. Butterfly wings, transformation form. She lifting up hearts with the words she say. A Libra queen guiding us all the way. Hey, Kentucky pride, rhythm in her veins. Creole fire running through her name. She walk by, the whole crowd sing. Long little queen, let the bell of love ring. Yeah, butterfly, don't you slow it down. Dr.Creole in the royal crown. Balance in the spirit, love in her hand. Libra queen, ruler of the land. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme, yeah. So spread your wings, let your soul be free, yeah. Dr.Creole butterfly, eternally, leave a queen, forever strong. Kentucky vibe, where you belong. Yeah. From Kentucky to the world, it's the season of the scale. Creole butterfly,